One person asked me, when tough situations come, do Buddhists lose their faith or blame karma since you guys don't have faith in God? So there is no protector for you? I laughed a bit, but then realized the person was touching on an important point. We have no external protector. If we see in normal life, people often go to places of worship when they are going through hard times or feel life is not treating them fairly. The purpose of going to worship places is to make sure that the all-powerful Creator God is not upset with them. We give some donations, do some buttering like we do to our parents, and pray that all our wishes are fulfilled. Other people indulge in some distracting activities like alcoholism or abusive activities. I know a lady who goes shopping when stressed, and a gentleman who watches movies whenever he is stressed. People who don't follow Buddha's teachings have something in common. Whenever they are in a hard situation, they play the game of blame and guilt. Sometimes people say, I go to my place of worship regularly, make donations, and even then, why is this happening to me? When I heard this the first time, I thought to myself, it looks like they are paying all their insurance premiums on time. So why are they not getting the insurance coverage? Jokes apart, coming back to the original question of how people following Buddha's teachings navigate through painful situations in life without an insurance policy. Buddha taught us that life includes suffering. It's not something to avoid, but something to acknowledge. Buddha called this dukkha, a sense of dissatisfaction that permeates our existence. It can show up as physical pain, emotional turmoil, or simply a feeling of things not being quite right. Pain is a natural part of life, like sunshine and rain. We can't avoid it, but we can learn to manage how we react to it. Now, this doesn't mean we should resign ourselves to a life of misery. Here's the key. Buddha didn't teach us to avoid pain, but to understand it, whether it's a heartbreak, a job loss, the loss of a loved one, or just the everyday stresses of life. These are all part of life's ride. The Buddha said the key is to stay balanced, like a steady boat in choppy waters. This doesn't mean feeling nothing, but rather responding with wisdom and kindness, even when things get shaky. Let's delve into some key guidelines that will help us navigate through painful situations in life. First guideline. Sorry, but you should definitely not indulge in alcoholism or other destructive activities. You may still go shopping or watch a movie sometimes, but not to distract yourself, rather, to relax. The first step is to acknowledge and accept the pain. Buddha taught that suffering is a part of life. Denying or resisting it only adds to our suffering. Embrace your pain as a natural part of the human experience. Second guideline. Don't feel guilty or blame others for your actions. What has already happened. We should not focus on the past, but see what we can learn from it and what can be done in the present moment. Understand that if something can happen, it will happen to someone, and this time it's you. When we say, this person did this or that to me, we should understand that it's their karma what they are doing. It should not impact your karma. Third guideline. Don't keep anger or hate towards anyone. Forgive them if it was their mistake. Forgiveness doesn't mean you forgive their crime, but forgive them as an individual and let them face the punishment they get from our judicial system for their crime. When you don't forgive, you have to live the past again and again whenever you remember them. Why in the world would you remember someone who doesn't deserve a single moment of your life? I love Buddha's quote. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Fourth guideline. Understand that everything happens for a reason. It might seem unjustified at this moment, but there is some reason behind it, and you will understand it with time. Imagine you're reading a book, and you come across a confusing chapter. It doesn't make sense now, but as you read on, you see how it fits into the larger story. Life is like that. Sometimes what seems like an unjustified struggle can turn out to be a lesson or an opportunity in disguise. Buddha said, in the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Fifth guideline: approach the situation with wisdom. Buddha said it best. It's not always in your hands what happens to you, but it's always in your hands how you react to it. Just imagine somebody dumps a large amount of poop in front of your house. Either you dirty your hands by throwing it back at them, or you use it as fertilizer for your plants and get beautiful flowers, fruits, or vegetables from it. Buddha said the 8 worldly conditions are part of everyone's life: gain, loss, fame, disgrace, praise, blame, pleasure, and pain. Treat them as impermanent situations that will pass with time. Don't let them make you suffer. Sixth guideline: let go of attachment. Buddha taught that attachment is the root of suffering. Letting go doesn't mean we stop caring. It means we stop clinging. Release the need to control outcomes and allow life to flow naturally. Picture a tree in autumn. The leaves fall, but the tree remains strong and beautiful, ready to bloom again in spring. In the same way, letting go of attachment doesn't mean we stop caring. It means we trust in the natural flow of life. As Buddha said, you only lose what you cling to. Seventh guideline: cultivate compassion for ourselves and others. This can transform our pain. When we approach suffering with a compassionate heart, we foster healing and connection. Imagine a mother comforting her child after a fall. Her compassion soothes the child's pain and strengthens their bond. In the same way, compassion towards ourselves and others can create a ripple effect of healing. Buddha said, radiate boundless love towards the entire world, above, below, and across unhindered, without ill will, without enmity. Eighth guideline: follow the Noble Eightfold Path. This path guides us through every challenge and offers steps to wisdom, ethical living, and mental clarity. Embracing this path can transform your life. Imagine a hiker with a clear map, navigating through dense forest and treacherous terrain. The Noble Eightfold Path is like that map, guiding us towards a balanced and fulfilling life. Buddha said, the path is not in the sky. The path is in the heart. Ninth guideline: embrace mindfulness and meditation. Buddha taught that being present in the moment can help us see things clearly and respond to life's challenges with a calm and focused mind. Mindfulness is like training your mind to be present, noticing your thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. Imagine you're in a stormy sea, and instead of fighting the waves, you find a way to float and navigate through them calmly. This is what mindfulness can do for you. By meditating regularly, even for just a few minutes a day, you cultivate a space of inner peace and clarity. Buddha said, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. When you practice mindfulness, you develop the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This helps you respond to painful situations with more clarity and less reactivity. It's like stepping back from the canvas of your life and seeing the bigger picture. Navigating through painful situations is a journey, and with Buddha's teachings, you can find peace, resilience, and wisdom along the way. Like a steady boat in choppy waters, these guidelines can help you stay balanced and navigate through life's storms. Thank you for joining us on this journey of enlightenment. Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to click subscribe.